www.alinamonmoon.com. Chapter 76. Total of 126 chapters. Book name: The Sign on Moon has been revealed. Islam will take over the world. Chapter 76. Prophet Moses showed Pharaoh Firaun the greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra and Ali name on moon. Allah ordered Prophet Moses to go to Pharaoh Firaun and ask him if he wanted to be purified, and then show him the greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra. Allah says in the Quran 79:15-24. Has there reached you the story of Moses, when his Lord called to him in the holy valley Toa? Go to Pharaoh, indeed, he has transgressed, and say to him, would you purify yourself? Then I will guide thee to thy Lord and thou shalt fear. So Moses showed him Pharaoh the greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra. Yet Pharaoh cried lies and disobeyed. Then he turned his back, striving hard against greatest sign. Then he gathered all his courage and proclaimed, and said, I am your Lord, the Most High Ali. This was Quran 79:15-24. Allah sent Prophet Moses to Pharaoh to ask him if he wanted to purify himself, so Prophet Moses would guide Pharaoh to the Lord. Pharaoh said to Prophet Moses that he wanted to be purified. He wanted to know the secret of Prophet Moses' power. Prophet Moses showed Pharaoh the secret of his power, the greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra. The greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra was Imam Ali and Imam Ali's controlling authority over the universe. When Pharaoh witnessed greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra, he became jealous because of his self-pride. He therefore tried his best to make justifications, as Allah says in the Quran 79:21-22. Yet Pharaoh cried lies and disobeyed. Then he turned his back, striving hard against Ayat al-Kubra. When Pharaoh could not find any way out of the state he was in, he said in Quran 79:23-24, then he gathered all his courage and proclaimed, and said, I am your Lord, the Most High Ali. The greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra shown to Pharaoh was Imam Ali and Imam Ali's controlling authority over the universe. While Ayat Ali, mastership of Imam Ali was extremely hard for Pharaoh to swallow. Like King Nimrod, he rejected mastership of Imam Ali. In the famous sermon called Bayan Qutbat al-Bayan, Imam Ali says, I am that greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra, which was shown to Pharaoh when he was among the wrongdoers. No one in this universe can purify himself without accepting and recognizing that Allah has made Imam Ali the controlling authority over the universe. By becoming Shia follower of Imam Ali, it is possible to purify the self. The self of Pharaoh was really dirty, but it was possible for him to purify himself by accepting mastership of Imam Ali. If Pharaoh's sins was 10 times the stars of heavens, Allah would have forgiven them and made him enter paradise, but he rejected mastership of Imam Ali and claimed himself to be the Lord highest Ali, as Allah says in the Quran 79:20-25. So Moses showed him Pharaoh the greatest sign, Ayat al-Kubra. Yet Pharaoh cried lies and disobeyed. Then he turned his back, striving hard against Ayat al-Kubra. Then he gathered all his courage and proclaimed, and said, I am your Lord, the Most High Ali. So Allah seized him with the punishment of the hereafter and the former life. Because Pharaoh claimed, I am your Lord, the Most High Ali, Allah destroyed him through Imam Ali, master of the universe, as Imam Ali says in the Sermon of Bayan, I am the one who destroyed the mighty Pharaoh and his kingdom. Our moon is displaying the greatest sign Ali on its surface as a warning to all pharaohs that they will soon be destroyed. Chapter 76. Total of 126 chapters. Ali Rizvi is author of book titled The Sign on Moon has been revealed, Islam will take over the world. The book titled The Sign on Moon has been revealed, Islam will take over the world can be downloaded from www.alinaimonmoon.com.